So, today we're unboxing the Comline Reefpack 250 from Tunze. And first, let's start looking at the packaging. I'd say this is a fairly non-traditional packaging, that you get your aquarium equipment in a bucket, and I think it's quite nice. It's kind of hits me off thinking about the circularity or the sustainability, because we tend to use a lot of buckets in nurturing or taking care of your aquarium. So this is actually something you could use. Then of course you could say as well that when you buy your salt you always get it in a bucket, so after a few months or a few years you start getting plastic buckets in abundance. So then it could be pros and cons, but I liked it. I think it was innovative. I'd like to start with looking at the first, the lid, and let's see here, what does Tunze say? It says that you have to have water flow and live rock, or then artificial live rock in this case of sustainability maybe. So water flow with a Tunze to bell pump. You have to have a live rock. You need to do water change. So water in and water out. You have to put food into your system. You have to make sure to add the trace element, and then you should use the 3162 filter and the dock skimmer 904 to remove or do the filtration. But then actually what I like is, if you see here, first, one of the reasons why I bought the Tunze is that my experience is that they are quite, they're very silent, and they stress it on the package, raising the bar here, that this is with a new silencer, so I hope it's quiet. And then actually I should also commit, one of my biggest fears buying this skimmer is bubbles, but then we read here contact skimming equals no bubbles. So now you're really raising the bar here, that I don't get micro bubbles in my new reef aquarium. So I am really fearing it. It's interesting, when I went to my local reef shop, well actually a lot of local reef shops, and getting good price for this, they were quite negative that I bought Tunze. They were claiming there were a lot better products on the market, and Tunze was overpricing. I obviously took my chances despite their agreement, and my experience 5 years ago at least was, every time I bought Tunze it was good quality. And in particular what I liked about Tunze is they're very silent. Good quality, very silent, robust and reliable. So I hope they will be providing it in this package as well. There's some texts, and let's see here, what does it say? So this is for a nano seawater biotope. It is designed in the range 60 to 250 liters. Contains the skimmer, the dock 9004, with an air input of 150 liters per hour. Then it's the Comline filter 3162 with a capacity of 850 liters per hour. Maybe I add the technical details below. And then you get the macro wedding as well. 13 liter storage tanks, holding device patented. Yeah, you know it. Okay, that's it about the package. Let's try to get it up and see what we get. Okay. Oh, let's start with this one. Caution, a very strong magnet. Bad for your heart. This is Tunze quality Kontrollnachweis. Proof of inspection. Yes, it's checked by this guy or girl. That's good. This is actually quite, sorry, I just read it. Keep magnet out of reach. No, children, let's see here. Be careful if you have sensitive, no. Do not bring upper and lower magnet part together directly. Depending on the type, the parts of magnets cling together directly, about 25 to 300 kilos. So don't put your fingers in between. Before unpacking, read the safety. Yeah, I guess that was what I did. Let's see here. Technobabble. Comline filter 3162. Comline filter 3162. Two different language. This one I'm not gonna need. Instructions for use. Go both. Yeah, that one I need. Instructions for use. Comline dock filter 9004. Yes. This one I use. This one I don't need. Okay. Some packaging. Guess we start with this one. Some more nice packaging. Quite nicely packaged for 2 filters in a bucket. Packaging. Some wadding. Not sure I'm going to use it. Let's see. And then, what do we have here? Ooh. I see like a filter socket. It's like a filter sock. You know, I think I told you in one of the movies, I'm from Sweden. One of the things with Sweden is that we have IKEA, and if you're a man in Sweden, it's like you take pride if you're able to assemble a Billy Bokhylla or something similar without reading the instructions. And I'm not sure I'm able to guess. Yeah, the blue part is at least vibrator, but I don't really figure out where to place them. Maybe we'll see later. And I'm gonna actually read the instructions. I want this right to see the tips and tricks. Okay, so I guess what I pulled out was the skimmer. A cleaning brush. It looks useful. Okay. First set of really strong magnets. Oh, don't make me. This I really like. I think Tunze somewhere around 5 years ago, they stopped using the bedding of the magnets, the plastic bedding of the magnets. They started using some type of coat. I've seen movies where they get rust on the coat. I never trusted it. I always had the uncoated on the outside, and then I tried to find coated ones, plastic coated magnets to put on the inside. But this is coated magnets. That's really good. I'm really happy with that. Then why am I not able to? And this is coated as well. So I have 3 here. I hope I find more somewhere. Just a few. Maybe you know, but a good tip is I at least always, with the magnets, I always put something in between because then they're easier to remove. 3 magnets looking to be high quality, and then the Comline filter. Okay, I got some magnets here as well. Bucket empty. So that was the dog. Let's see what we have here. Oh, I guess that is the silencer. I guess that is the patented silencer. That's going to be interesting to tune. There's a plus and a minus. Probably that means that that's, yeah, if you push it here, you're going to restrict the flow of air. That's really good. I think that's actually going to help me a lot when setting off good skimming and trying to avoid those micro bubbles. Okay, let's see here. Probably that one is wrong. It should go out somewhere else. I need to check the manual and get back. First of all, why did I buy this set? And one of the reasons was that I bought this set was actually that the skimmer had this incorporated surface skimming in itself, meaning that if you have like an overflow in your aquarium, you typically flow it down to a sump, Then you have the skimmer in maybe your first section of the sump to be really efficient, but you could get a surface of proteins and amino acids that are non-water dissolvables. You get the surface in the sump instead. But here it is like if you put it in the tank, this will suck up, this will remove the surface and put it directly into the skimmer, so you can remove it out of the system. I can't recall that I saw that 5 years ago or 10 years ago, 15 years ago, anyone doing it like that. So I thought it was really, really clever and efficient skimming. Of course I would have to be looking at this skimmer in my tank and possibly micro bubbles, but yeah, I'm willing to do that now. And also actually getting back in the hobby, I wasn't too keen on actually building a big system. I wanted to keep it simple, simple setup. That was one of the main reasons. Second reason being that I knew Tunze is silent. I knew Tunze to be a really silent product, and I was tired of loud products. And the third reason was actually that if I'm gonna have the technology in the system, I also need somewhere to put my phosphate remover and my activated carbon. And with this set, yes, I do get an in-tank system that hides it, and it goes in the same design as the skimmer. So that would be neat. Of course, one thing which I am thinking about how clever it is to have actually a surface skimming in this filter, because I would like to use the skimmer and the surface skimming of the skimmer to remove anything on the surface, so I get it off the system. But here, I guess if whatever I skim down here, it's gonna get stuck in something in this filter, and then it's gonna stay in this filter, and it's gonna degrade and decompose, and then I get it into my system anyway. So that one I'm a little bit hesitant about how to deal with. Anyway, that was the reason why I bought it. High hopes and fears. There's of course a suction here in the low end as well. Okay. On this one, all the magnets are actually placed on vibrator cushions, so maybe the blue ones were spare. See how it looks. The same here. To remove vibration, structural sound, looks good. So here we are. This was what was in the package. I have high hopes they'll deliver quality to me. Yeah, another thing actually I forgot to mention, which I also like a lot. I am pretty sure that I need to figure it out how to do it. Not breaking anything. Maybe I need to look at the manual as well. But this, in this filter, this one should be well, actually I think this is removable. I should be able to put like a heater into the system, and it should also be compliable with the 3152 automatic top off. Let's see. In the bottom you can see the pump. Maybe, no, it's too dark. I actually forgot to turn on the extra camera light for this shooting. I apologize. I realized when we started the unboxing. Maybe that is where it's compliant with osmolator level. So there's the compliance, it says osmolator level. Okay, yes, that's it. I'll be following up. I will follow up this unboxing with my experience on the setup in the tank, and I'll post it online. I'm probably also gonna post after I read the manual what I found, if I found something interesting out. You have a good evening. Bye bye. Okay, I'm back. I think I've spent the better part of an hour. I started reading the manual, and I figured out that despite the quality control, actually for some reason the air pipe was mounted wrong, and it's actually attached to a plastic plate there, so you don't have to do it like me. You just deattach it. If it happens to you, you just deattach it there. I took apart the entire skimmer, so now I know next time when I am gonna do skimmer maintenance, I will need a lot of time, plan for a lot of time, because it was quite tough to reassemble actually. I needed to quite a few attempts to practice. Now it looks nice, and then I also saw the recommendation to put the silencer and the air adjuster. It's the top magnet. I'll place the bottom magnet to prepare. That's nice. The bottom flow also looks good. By the way, I did turn on the light on this bucket bag. I realized, well, I actually learned from reading that these are spacers to if you have a ledge or something in your aquarium and not a rimless design, to put it out. Yeah, on the filter I actually removed the wadding now, because I'm going to use the sock to put the activated carbon. I might use this filter just in the beginning. I might do some wadding, but haven't decided. I managed to pull out the plug for getting the heater in. This is for the optical water level sensor. And what was my experience with this one? Yeah, by the way, when I read the manual, I see that there's an adjustment for the bottom section of this filter, which I was actually hoping for to use a lot. But I had to disassemble the complete filter to be able to pull it down, because in the transport mode it's put to the top and then it doesn't suck. So you have to pull this pipe down, and I had to disassemble the entire filter. And reassembly was very, very painful with this one, and it ended up to why it was painful. Couldn't get it back together. It was this bottom plate. There is a small it was slightly misaligned. It didn't go to the full back. So yeah, that took me probably 30-40 minutes, 25 minutes to figure out that was the problem. I forgot what was the problem assembling this one. Okay, and then for the exit of the pump, there's a small, you can adjust, there's a small nozzle to adjust the flow. That's nice. Yeah, I can put it like that. All in all, they say on the noise level, they say that they require some running in for a few 2 weeks, and they recommend the level to be in the middle. So that's where I start. Despite destroying most of my evening to fiddle around with these filters, I'm still really excited to see. One thing is that there's some type of like plastic, or actually more like release agent smell to these filters. I don't know, maybe it is plastic, and they're a little bit greasy. So I will read the manual one more time to see if you need to clean them before starting up. But I think this will be really nice in my aquarium. This will be. I look forward to this. That said, you have a good evening. Bye bye.